AIPAC's Political Action Committee has funneled $45.9 million to members of Congress this election cycle, and it isn't spread evenly. It's concentrated almost entirely on the Defense and Appropriations Committees that shape U.S. policy toward Israel. This is the Daily Pulse for August 22, 2026. This network map visualizes reporting from Sludge that traced every dollar of that spending to reveal a specific strategy. By targeting the power centers that control federal budgets, this financing concentrates influence where policy is actually written. While this data surfaced today, it tracks a long-term architectural strategy. The objective is to construct durable financial anchors that remain in place, regardless of which individual representatives win or lose their seats in any given cycle. We see a similar prioritization of continuity in the United Kingdom. Reporting from the Canary outlines the Labour Party's plan to retain Shabana Mahmood as Home Secretary. Keeping Mahmood in this position serves a precise political function. It validates the hardline civil liberties policies and political terrain established by Reform UK, acting as a calculation to maintain existing policy directions. Both cases point toward a shared strategic goal. Whether through campaign financing in the US or personnel management in the UK, power uses permanent infrastructure to lock in policy and insulate it from the volatility of democratic change. Financial influence eventually requires a physical foothold. Controlling the underlying technology that powers communication and commerce is a highly effective way to secure long-term authority. The lever points to Michigan Senate candidate Mike Rogers to illustrate this. Rogers has an institutional record that includes work on the CISPA cybersecurity bill and facilitating AT&T telecom surveillance programs. That history with telecom data connects directly to his present-day financial moves. Rogers is now invested in artificial intelligence and data center expansion, ventures backed by coordinated dark money spending. At the same time, a leaked Republican Party memo shows operatives asking AI companies to help sell the concept of data center expansion to skeptical voters. The recurrence of this individual across multiple sectors illustrates how state capture evolves. It suggests a strategy that moves from yesterday's telecom surveillance frameworks into tomorrow's physical AI infrastructure. This architecture of control scales from individual politicians up to corporate monopolies, operating on a recurring extraction playbook. Amazon provides a clear example. 3 separate reports track Amazon's concurrent strategies: destroying rare books to provide data for AI training, pushing warehouse automation, and locking public libraries into restrictive long-term contracts. This extraction blueprint often targets essential public goods. In Arizona, a private equity buyout of local utilities resulted in a 154% rate hike for basic sewer services. Securing these privatization contracts often involves avoiding public debate. Local governments frequently use consent calendars, routine agendas meant for minor administrative tasks, to pass items without individual discussion. By including no-bid contracts in these routine votes, officials can install facial recognition and biometric tracking in public schools and cities, bypassing community scrutiny. These disparate events, library lock-ins, sewer rate hikes, and biometric tracking, share a common mechanism. They utilize a lack of democratic visibility to extract profit and data from the basic functions of daily life. To protect this infrastructure, institutions deploying narrative engineering. A case study on the Hanover Institute details a $100,000 digital campaign focused on the Israeli Defense Forces and Gaza. The group seeded over 100 anonymous articles across the internet to launder specific messaging directly into AI chatbots. This digital laundering also occurs on a smaller scale. During a recent by-election, the Advance UK party paid £4,000 to deploy Danny Bones, a far-right AI rapper designed to influence voters. When activists attempt to expose these architectures, the institutional response frequently moves towards direct legal threats. This pattern is visible in a $5 billion defamation lawsuit threatened against a think tank for publishing crime data. These actions suggest that the system uses punitive intimidation to keep its infrastructure shielded from transparency. Despite these efforts, the continuity of this architecture is being challenged. A persuasion method called Don't Argue, Translate offers for its path for disruption. Using Arizona's cutoff of SNAP benefits for 180,000 children as a case study, this method demonstrates how to discuss the material costs of a policy without triggering a defensive reaction based on political identity. A parallel disruption occurred in the UK legal system. A jury refused to convict Palestine Action activists after they shut down an arms factory, rejecting the push to treat the protesters as terrorists. These individual pushbacks challenge the assumption that institutional momentum is inevitable. They suggest that the architecture of continuity is most fragile when the quiet mechanisms of extraction are brought into public view. What happens when the infrastructure of our daily lives is entirely underwritten by the very forces trying to bypass our consent? The source articles for this report are linked in the video description.